Security and Medicare. It's a topic that was quite hot during President Biden's State of the Union address the other night as well.
And you may have seen or heard about it, but there was a strong back and forth with some lawmakers, even yelling he's a liar. And now today the saga continues with the president traveling down here to the Bay Area. We've got extensive coverage of this for you with 3 ABC Action News reporters taking this story in depth tonight. Mary O'Connell covering the president's speech, our Eric Waxler catching up with his critics, and Jada Williams giving us the real-life impact of it all, speaking with folks who rely on Social Security and Medicare. But first, let's go to Mary with more from the president tonight. Mary?
President Joe Biden hammered home the point that he plans not only to protect Social Security and Medicare, but to strengthen them. During his roughly 20-minute remarks, the president said people on fixed incomes rely on Social Security and Medicare to get by, something he said that's important to Florida with a high percentage of seniors. Biden talked about plans to lower health care costs. The president also brought up the tense moments during his State of the Union address around Social Security and Medicare and proposals to sunset the programs every 5 years. Biden said if anyone tries to cut Social Security or Medicare, he's going to stop it. Going further to say if it's Republicans' dream to make cuts, he's their nightmare. For more on what Republicans are saying to the president's remarks here in Tampa, we turn to our Eric Waxler for that side of the story.
The contentious debate over the future of Social Security has both sides of the political aisle pointing fingers. Tonight, we're hearing the Republicans' response to the president's accusations. Florida Senator Rick Scott says President Joe Biden purposely misled Americans when he said Scott's plan involves cutting Social Security and Medicare. The sunset provision would let the programs expire every 5 years unless reapproved by Congress. Other Republican leaders have said they will protect the programs. Scott says it's the Democrats who are the ones hurting seniors, and legislation passed by the president will mean massive cuts from Medicare. But the Democrats say the bill actually saves people money by cutting the price of drugs. Scott's office told me he will be in Sun City Center tomorrow for an event where they will talk about preserving Social Security and Medicare. I'm Eric Waxler reporting.
Eric, thank you. And this topic is one many in the Bay Area and really across the country are talking about before the president arrived and will continue, of course, well after he's gone.
Yeah, according to Google, it's currently the second most searched political topic behind wages.
So we wanted to know what you think. New tonight, ABC Action News reporter Jada Williams is taking this story further in depth, hitting the pavement and talking with people in our own community over their worries concerning Social Security.
Protecting Social Security and Medicare is a generational issue to many, and they say they're glad the president is finally talking about it. Lifting, stretching, even running laps. It's a normal Thursday workout for the seniors at Barksdale Senior Center. For Marian L. Wilkins, it's a chance to stay fit and temporarily take her mind off of other concerns.
Social Security comes in where we really need it because rent has went up. Groceries has went up, gas has went up, everything has went up.
Now she's worried about the future of her check.
If they let Social Security disappear, that would be one of the worst crises in the United States because so many people wouldn't even be able to make it, period.
For Sandy Schmidt, she'll stick to leaving it up to chance during bridge, not with her health care.
When I first retired, I paid for my own medical insurance. So when I picked up that age, it was wonderful because the prices of medicine and physicians and specialists is very high.
Those concerns brought President Joe Biden to Tampa Thursday.
Folks on fixed incomes relying on Social Security and Medicare to get by. They deserve a greater sense of security and dignity.
AARP shows nearly 5 million Floridians are on Social Security. 2 million rely on it as a primary source of income, and half of them say it's 90% or more of their income. AARP Florida State Director Jeff Johnson says it's not just for seniors, though.
It also is an important safety net for those who are disabled or for those who lose a spouse or a family member.
Now the long-term future of the benefits are at stake.
We know that both programs have long-term solvency issues. They're not ones that are in immediate crisis, but they're ones that we should start thinking about. How do we make changes to make sure that they can pay the full promised benefits not only for the next 10 years, but for the next 75 years.
Yet financial planner Chris Shoup says he mostly sees the baby boomer generation coming to him for help.
I'm guilty of it. I'm in my 20s and I probably don't think about it enough. What would you say to someone in my age range?
It goes into that equation of what's a number that I'm comfortable with and looking at financial freedom or retirement. So the individuals that I work with that are in their 20s and 30s, there's ways that we can model in changes to Social Security.
Shoup says he's happy to see the conversations on Capitol Hill, but has a suggestion.
I think the one mistake that I see most often is individuals just don't really understand how kind of Social Security works, how inflation factors in. So I think the government can do a lot more in just helping individuals be educated.
In Tampa, Jada Williams, ABC Action News.